welcome to Season 3 of Small Town TV. I'm Isaac Boston.
And I'm Devin Carroll, and we're excited to be back for another year.
Let's get right into it.
Starting off this episode, we're keeping it healthy and taking a look at the school salad bar offered during lunch.
Reporter David Sullivan and videographer Nat Ross bring us the story.
Augusta High School provides a hot lunch for all students, but for those who don't like the hot lunch options, there's a second choice with the salad bar.
What I like best about the salad bar is that it provides just an alternative to whatever the lunch lady is serving that day. I mean, sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not, my personal opinion, but it's nice having a healthy alternative to have. And what I like least about the salad bar is honestly one of the main things that they ran out of bowls. So they have these plastic tray things now that very easily fall over, and I don't like that at all. I feel like the toppings are pretty good. There's a wide variety of those. There's just not very many dressings at all, to be honest. I'd like to see definitely more dressings. Currently they have Italian only and sometimes ranch, which isn't a very wide variety. Just different dressings would be nice. I usually get the same thing every single time I go to the salad bar. The only things I get different are the proteins, because sometimes they have chopped up pepperoni or chopped up ham instead of the chicken, so it's a nice variety there. But usually I choose the same things, and I like what I choose.
My job position is food service director for Augusta School District. There are 5 components of lunch, and so you are required each day to take a half a cup of fruit or vegetable. You have to. It's just required. And so we have the vegetables, grains, fruits, and meat alternates. So all of that is provided on the salad bar. I do think the salad bar is a good alternative for lunch because you get everything that you need on the salad bar. You get your fruit, you get your vegetables, you get your meat, you get your grain, you get everything that you need.
This is reporter David Sullivan with videographer Nat Ross for Smart Town TV.
I could go for some salad right now.
Me too, bro. That looks so scrumptious.
For real. Our next story takes a look at what students are wearing.
Many students have their own unique style, whether it be thrifting their clothes and shaping their outfits.
Reporter Mason Pringle and videographer Elizabeth Galdine bring us this story.
Many students like to express themselves through fashion. They use their own unique styles to represent themselves as individuals.
I'd say relatively alternative in a sense, but usually I just try to be interesting in either shape or color, because that's fashion design rules. I usually try to contrast pants and shirt. Right now I currently have a long sleeve and then a t-shirt over it.
I like to thrift a lot, so that's what I base my stuff off. And I like color matching. I like simple stuff. And I also thrift jeans. I made these jorts. I'm just not trying to be somewhere. If I don't want to be at school, I'll probably dress more lazy than other days that I'm kind of excited to go to school.
I would probably describe my style as overall alternative because, there are many different branches of alternative, but I kind of differentiate between the styles, so just alternative. It's usually a music-based culture, so usually music or music artists and whatnot. If I'm feeling up that day to, get ready, put some makeup on, whatnot, but sometimes I just don't have the energy to do so. I love to accessorize, so stuff like a beanie or some boots or a studded belt, some of my favorite pieces of clothing.
This is reporter Mason Pringle with videographer Elizabeth Galdine for Small Town TV.
How about me? Am I dripping?
Honestly, the fit is fitting.
Thanks, Ka.
For our next story, our Steve Harvey wannabe takes to the halls to ask students some questions.
Take it away, Vincent.
Hi, I'm with
Gavin Wilson,
and I'm going to be asking him, name some place a teenager complained about having to go to.
School.
That's one of them. That's number 1, actually. Next.
The library.
No. Strike 1.
Family gatherings.
That's number 3.
Family trips.
That's 2 strikes.
Lunch.
That's 3 strikes. You're out. See, now, all the answers were number 1, school and college. Number 2, church. Number 3, a family function. Number 4, the dentist or the doctors. Number 5, the grocery store. and number 6, work. Hi, I'm with,
Megan Springs.
and I'll be asking her, name something that has a long neck.
Giraffe.
That's one of them.
People.
No, that's strike 1.
Snake.
No, that's strike 2.
Llama.
That's
Llama.
number 1.
Ah,
There
okay.
you go.
Ostrich.
That's number 2.
Turkey.
That's strike 3. All right, so the ones were, number 1 was llama, number 2 is ostrich, number 3 is bottle of beer, number 4 is swan, number 5 is crane, and number 6 was giraffe.
Okay.
Hi, I'm with,
Hi, my name is Jace. Nice to meet you.
and I'll be asking him, name something that might be full of holes.
Sponges.
That's not correct. That's strike 1.
Strike 1. Okay, well that make me feel anxious here, man. Something fill the holes. I don't know. A shirt?
Clothes and socks, that's number 2.
Okay. Full of holes. I don't know. That is a cheese.
Swiss cheese is number 1.
Okay. You know, I'm trying to process it. I feel like I should get a hint, personally. Personally, I think I get a hint.
I'll give you one hint, because you're the last guy. I'll give you a hint. One of them is sport related.
Golf.
Golf course, that's one of them.
Okay. Full holes.
I'll give you another hint. Another one is technically sports related, but I think some people wouldn't deem this as a sport.
Cricket.
No, that's strike 3. You're out. The ones you forgot were story. Like story has holes in it. A fishing net, you know, fishing.
Oh my.
A strainer, a screen, and a road.
That's tragic.
Those questions seem a little hard for me.
I think you're the only one who thinks that, bro. Let's get to the next story.
The seniors are playing a friendly game of senior assess to see who the sneakiest person is.
Reporter Sophie Stonecker and videographer Ethan Quiring bring us the story.
When school started in August, some seniors wore floaties and goggles to protect themselves in the 2024 Senior Assassin Game.
Really, it was just Jenna and I who made up the idea. We kind of went off of last year's senior class. They did the game and they had a great time doing it, so we just thought it would be fun for our grade too, especially because we feel like our grade is just kind of like a fun group to be with. So I think what motivated us was just that it was kind of a way to hang out outside of school, and like I said, our group's pretty close and we just have a fun group of kids, so just playing a game on top of that made things more fun. The whole idea with water guns and wearing your floaties outside of school and whatnot is just like kind of funny in a sense. If I could change anything, it would probably just be that we would have like a set of rules just as things go on, because as we go on, the rules do get stricter. And like, for example, we'll just, everyone has to do an attempt as we go on deeper into the game. And so, yeah, I would just make the rules a little bit more set in stone before we actually started the game.
Well, my buddy Trent was doing it at first and it seemed kind of fun. He was having a good time with it, so I was like, you know, hey, if I can still join next round, then I'll jump in and join. I ended up not paying for it just because of the prize pool not being all that big, and it was fun at first, and then a couple days in just kind of bored me out, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna see how long it takes till they kick me.
I joined Senior Assassin because I thought it would be something fun to do as a senior class, and I knew a bunch of my friends who were doing it, so as my friends and I, we just all decided we would work together and it would be really fun. The first person I got out was Travis Castile at his house. I hid behind his garage as his girlfriend helped me lure him out. Senior assassin so far hasn't changed my time management skills. I would say in the first week or so, I sort of prioritized it over everything else because it was more fun, but I was still able to get my work turned in. And it was also the beginning of the year, so it didn't interfere with anything. Since I've joined, because you are assigned a random person, you've had to go out to get these random people as your target. So in that way, I've interacted with them by getting them out, and it's kind of ended in just like a laugh or something like that.
This is reporter Sophie Stonecker with videographer Ethan Quering.
I would talk smack, but I'm already out of the game.
Me too, bro.
I guess we just suck.
For our next story, we are taking a look at the rowdiest parts of our school.
The ozone is the backbone of Oriole sports, and a lot more goes into it than you may think.
Sophie Jester and Leighton LaViolet have this story.
Our athletes take the field or court, and the Ozone student section is there to support them.
One of the reasons that I wanted to be the sponsor is because I think it's really important to have a positive impact on the school. And so that's something that I just have a very strong belief in, and I wanted to help with that. As the sponsor, one of the things that I do is we hold meetings with a leadership team, and the leadership team is primarily seniors who want to also have that positive role for the school. And so we come together in the fall season and in the winter season and talk about what student section ideas should be. Whether it's dressing up or doing some sort of other role at the different games. They make posters, they put together what they want the student section themes to be, and so we kind of talk about things that work for different groups of students and something that we have to balance, like going out and buying things to participate that students might actually have already.
One thing I like about running the Ozone is really getting to get the student section hype with good themes, and not being in the student section, since I'm a cheerleader, it like really helps us get hyped too when everybody else is involved in the games.
Both my brothers are part of it, or were a part of it, and it's just a great way to support the team and the community. The first game was really awesome. There was a lot of hype, a lot of people there, and just loud, very loud.
My role in Ozone is to be a leader and to include everyone I possibly can. My favorite part of leading games is our halftime part whenever we do a roller coaster and I get to lead it.
This is reporter Leighton LaViolet with videographer Sophie Jester for Small Town TV.
That story fills me with Oriole pride.
Same. When did we get these foam fingers?
I don't know, they kind of just appeared on here.
Anyway, that's all we've got for this episode. Thanks for watching.
And we will see you next time.